I think first and foremost, though, I think we need to talk about some CBA stuff. I know this is a very hot topic right now, and it's being talked about a lot. And we're seeing some players make some comments, and the players now have until the 12th to vote, March 12th, and to vote on this. They were given 7 days to read the CBA. It's over 400 pages long, and all we need here is over 50% of the players to vote yes, and then we're good to go. Unfortunately, most players are being very open about not liking this. I've actually only seen one player say that they are going to vote yes. Everybody else, of course, we're not hearing from every player who is voting, but everybody else is basically saying that it's game over and they don't want to do it. Actually, Todd Gurley tweeted, "Vote no," with some emojis on there, and Aaron Donald responded and said, "Vote hell no." So I take that as you guys would want to. Chris Jones, defensive lineman of the Kansas City Chiefs, was on the herd yesterday, and his point was actually the 17-game season. Said that why are they gonna beat themselves up a little bit more when the increase in pay is not that high? And I have not personally read all the way through the CBA. I did download it and watch or read a lot of it. And if you guys are interested in reading it, reach out to the show, reach out to the Twitter page, anything like that, the Facebook page, social media, and I can send you guys the link to download it. Adam Schefter tweeted it. It's very open. They're not really trying to hide anything necessarily, but it is a lot of information to go into. So, but actually going back to Chris Jones and what he said. He mentioned that if they're going to do a 17-game season, that he wants to limit the padded practices in training camp to 5, which is actually at 14 right now. And his point is basically, why is he going to get beat up in practice to play extra games? And, he's kind of looking at the longevity of his career. And I don't think it's necessarily even a money thing. I think it really is about the contact and the impact that the games have on their bodies. And I highly recommend looking at Chris Jones's comments on the herd. It was posted in a YouTube video. You can search up the herd and check it out there, because it was actually really interesting. And that was his point, is why get beat up for basically not that much more money. And there's a lot of money factors going into it. Of course, we've kind of seen some of the different aspects of that and different percentages and all that stuff. But of course, only if you guys really want to get into that, then I would recommend looking up the CBA. And again, I'll send you guys the link if you want it. You guys can feel free to message the Ram Showcase, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You can message me personally. My name is Joe Branham, Sheriff Joe Bags, if you guys don't know. So make sure you guys do that. If you guys need the social media sites, that is at Ram Showcase on Instagram and Twitter, facebook.com/Ram Showcase. Sheriff Joe Bags as well, at Sheriff Joe Bags /Sheriff Joe Bags. However you need to find me or to find that link is totally fine. My issue with the CBA right now is actually not with the CBA itself. It's actually with the public relations on the NFLPA and on the NFL's side. So the NFL is giving us information. They're saying we're going to convert more money to the players. We want to add a game. We're going to pay them more. We're going to increase benefits, 10-year insurance after you retire. We're going to increase benefits for already retired players. And this is all sounding amazing. The NFLPA is not saying anything. All we're getting from the NFLPA side is that players don't like the CBA. So we're hearing from the NFL all the positives from the CBA, and then from the players that it's awful. So my problem with that is the fact that the PR is just terrible on the NFLPA side, which is what happened on the last CBA, which is why the players kind of got screwed in the last CBA, with the sliding scale for rookies, the 4-year deal, and then, people are getting underpaid. Aaron Donald was underpaid for a few years. We got quarterbacks who are being underpaid pretty regularly. Running backs who basically teams are now drafting a cheap running back when their contract is up, when they're due for a new deal. Just kind of move on, draft a new one, So the players got screwed, and I think that they might get screwed again because their PR is just terrible. And fans, people like me, people like you, we're looking at what the proposal is and what we're seeing without reading all 400 plus pages of this. And we're not seeing anything that bad, and the players are super against it. So right now, I think the NFLPA needs to be a little bit more open and talk about what the issues are and why they don't like the adding another game and all that. But of course, we all know kind of that the NFL wants 18 games. The players want to stay at 16. So we're going to get 17. That's just the way the negotiations are going to go, in my opinion, is that it's just going to happen that way where we see that 17 game season.